Hi, this is Debbie with Cheyenne Life. Welcome back to my channel. Just wanted to show you an update on what happened with the huge news in regards to my garden expanding. As you can see, it is much wider and much longer. So we've got it all the way out now here. And I still am working on putting the mushroom compost and composted manure down right now, which I have taken care of all the bags out front. If you go back and check some of the other videos, you'll see that. And that's my grandson's little tools that he's using right now. He thinks he's helping out. And just cleaning up all kinds of things. Pulled the hay off of the artichoke and went ahead and covered it up with a little bit more dirt, just to make sure that it's protected in case there's any more freezes. It's supposed to be a little bit colder on Tuesday, getting down into the 40s, but then it's supposed to go back up to in the 50s, and it looks like the 50s and upper 30s is going to be about the normal for the rest of this month, or at least until mid-month, and then we'll see from there. We can have a frost here in Cheyenne, Wyoming all the way up until the end of May, even in the beginning of June. So it is something that we have to keep in mind when we are planting anything, to make sure that we're trying to get the most cold hardy plants that we can that can possibly make it through a frost or a freeze. And of course we had to remove a whole lot of things when we were doing the update on the garden area, and I've been hoeing a lot of the garden area because the tiller will not get into some of the areas, especially with the corners like this. We did purchase a large rear tine tiller. The original plan, if you remember, was to do a Charles Dowding no dig, and unfortunately when we started looking at the sod was just so thick, and it's always very, very lush here in the spring and summer in this particular section, that we didn't think we would be able to keep the weeds down, or the grass from growing back through. So we went ahead and got a rear tine tiller, and we went ahead and tilled it. We may not use the tiller as much once we have completed that, but now that we have the tiller, it's always a good thing to have. And I have went ahead and amended this portion of the soil with composted manure and composted mushroom compost, and also did the same over here, and then added in also some garden soil, because we have asparagus over here in front of the rose bushes. We have 3 rose bushes here, and I'm actually thinking about taking out this third one here because it's kind of offset from the other 2. Although that smaller one is the prettiest one that I have. It's more of a peachy red color, which is pretty unusual. This one is just a red, and then this one over here is white. So I'm thinking about taking the peach one out or moving it. If I can get all of the roots out, then I will just go ahead and move it. But it's off center. It kind of makes it difficult to get around it because it is so close to this other one. But anyway, got all of that cleaned out, composted, added soil in. So we have this ready to plant. Usually I keep this over here for flowers and things like that, but I may actually put some lettuce and stuff over here because this area stays kind of shaded. But I did go ahead and trim. We have a small tree right here in front of the garage, so I did go ahead and trim that, which will help with some of the shading. But as you can see here where this area is, we also have a large tree here that shades out a lot. So we can't take that down because it's actually on someone else's property, although I kind of wish they had never separated this property, because that property over there used to be connected to this property, and sometime with the previous owners it got sold off and made into an apartment complex. And that used to be the carriage house that was attached to the house. So we would love to have gotten that back, because that could have easily been converted into a 3 or 4 bedroom house as large as it is. And it's just been sitting here unused. And I did go ahead and manage to get out one of the lilac trees, which is supposed to be a bush but has turned into a tree, from this smaller garden where the corn and the potatoes will be. So there used to be a lilac tree bush right here, and it actually wrapped up over the top of the garage, and it has now been removed. I got that out this morning, and I have one left, and it's going to be a pain trying to get that one out because the root system is so big on that one. But starting to work on this area as well. We've got all this compost soil and composted manure to put down. And then we haven't even touched the herb garden yet because that's a third separate garden. And then, of course, the fourth garden strip over here with the rose bushes and things. But as you can see, it is getting all cleaned up, and we are working on it right now. And then also, let me get back over to this section. We're going to be doing a large amount of container gardening as well, which we have started working on here. So loads and loads and loads of containers that we're working on.
They wanted to try container lettuce.
And my daughter's helping out with that right now. And then we're going to start also cleaning up this section to put in a lot of pumpkins and things. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want notices on new videos as they come out. We will see you in the next one.